Thank you for being part of us. This is Empower. My name is Beatrice Chuchu. This is a program that focuses on people and workplace. We believe that we've continued to learn as you've watched our programs, as you interacted with us, and we believe that God is still molding us as we become the people He desires us to be. So last week, we started on, we were looking at coaching, the skills that a coach should have so that they can become effective for enhanced performance. And today we are going to continue from there. So I still have our guest today with us. I'll ask her to say hello as we move on. Welcome.
Hello, our viewers. My name is Lois Muteti. I'm glad to be back, a leadership coach.
Thank you. Welcome, Lois. Always great to have you with us.
Thank you.
So as we looked at the manager, the leader, as a coach and the skills that you should have, we also want to ask ourselves that this coach is functioning within an organization. So this organization, we want to talk about having the culture of coaching culture or embedding the coaching culture within an organization, because this is very key. Otherwise, if we don't have it within the organization, then how do we excel even as coach leaders? So we need also the organization to appreciate the coaching culture and to go on with it. So Lois, when I talk about coaching culture, someone may ask, okay, what are you saying? Maybe we can start from there.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. When we talk about a coaching culture, based on our previous conversation, we are talking about a culture, a way of doing things in the organization that is going to be continuously helping the employees to be inspired and motivated to perform at the very high levels. So we're talking about peak performance. We're talking about that openness to learning. We're talking about learning from failure and in making improvement. So it's a cycle of continuous improvement at the workplace.
Within the whole organization. And when you talk about an organization, I've seen in most cases, for example, you may say coaching may fall within, let's say maybe the HR department, for example, be the where it sits. But this coaching, for it to excel within this business, then need to be appreciated by everyone, including the highest authority within the organization. So that culture to thrive. Because I think when I think of a very simple way of defining culture, we see it's the way we do things here. So we also want to have it as how we do our things. How coaching is one of us. Coaching is what we do. Coaching, we embrace it. We appreciate it within the organization. But still, this doesn't just come. This is how it comes. And I think that is what we need to look at today. How do we embed this coaching culture within the organization for great performance?
And you've rightly put it, Beatrice. The first step is to have all the employees in the organization, starting from the very high level to the bottom, to the lowest level. All of us to appreciate the need of coaching, the benefits of coaching, and we talked about them in the last program, the benefits of coaching, so that all of us, top, middle, bottom, we are all in one accord, so that we have the mindset of coaching. So that's what we call the coaching mindset, that all of us know the benefits of coaching and we are working and striving towards coaching.
Maybe something comes to my mind, when you talk about all employees or everybody within the business appreciating coaching, I'm thinking as a manager, can I also be required to be coached, or I have to coach the other employees?
Yes. You see, in the organizations, we've got the different levels of management. So I'll talk about it later as we go through this conversation. But first of all, is to everybody to appreciate that need, that there is need for coaching. Just that.
Just to appreciate it.
Just to appreciate that. There's need for coaching because coaching produces this kind of benefits. So with that in mind, that mindset makes the employee to be it's easy for them to implement it because already they have appreciated it. There is a buy-in from the employees. And remember, also the management must have the buy-in of the senior most, maybe the board. You get, so that we are all aligned that there is need for coaching, so that we can embed this culture into the organization. Then After that, that's now when we go to the strategies now.
Yes.
Now, we need to sensitize. Because what is this coaching?
Yes, what is it? Yes,
you
people
need to
understand.
Sensitize and train the employees and the managers to get to know what coaching is.
Yes.
And we talked about those coaching skills. Let the managers know how to coach.
Yes.
And we'll come and talk about peer coaching. Let the colleagues also know how to coach.
How to coach.
Yes, so because it involves a lot of techniques. We talked about effective questioning.
Yes.
We talked about feedback skills.
Yes.
We talked about active listening skills. We talked about goal setting skills. Skills to have empathy.
Yes.
All those needs, they need to be trained, they need to be sensitized, and they also need to appreciate the coaching models.
Yes.
What models does this organization want to use?
Yes.
Because you can't have different models. How? The techniques of how we are going to implement this. How shall it be carried out?
Yes.
That they need to have one common accord. So apart from the mindset, you must sensitize and you must train.
Yeah, and I'm thinking that's a very key thing, because for it to effectively get into the business, then we need to understand it fully. That sensitization and the training is very, very important.
Very important.
And it has to, we don't have to select people. We need to do it like everybody.
You can have different, you can have, you can have an overall for everyone in the organization.
To get to understand
yes,
it.
to just to understand. That's now the sensitization.
Yes.
But now once you have agreed these are the coaches,
yes,
then you prepare a training program for them. And you can have even have outsourced coaches who are going to help all of us, even your managers.
Even your managers,
yes,
you're right.
Yes.
Yeah,
you don't have just to be internal, can also be external.
And that's a key point, because I remember, I just imagine sometimes when you're dealing with senior teams, they may feel better coached by external people.
External, yes.
As opposed to internal people.
Yeah, exactly.
Because some of them feel, okay, now this is an area of improvement.
Yes.
I don't want the other manager to know.
Yes.
Or it may not become very, very effective.
Exactly.
But if you're dealing with an external coach, it can also work.
Yes.
Because now, and this external coach is tasked to ensure this thing happens by the organization.
That's why we have executive coaches.
Yeah, that is why we have.
Executive coaching now helps that senior management team.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, because it's good to respect that, and I think to appreciate that those levels are different within the organization, and sometimes we may have to require external help. But now this external help will help us to train also our people. Yes. Then we can do the in-house, the internal one, using now our leaders who are coaches.
And that brings me to this next stage in this conversation. You must integrate coaching across all levels in the organization and in our talent strategy, in our leadership strategy, in our performance management system. You see, once from the conversation of recruitment, right at the interview, what kind of questions are we using? Are they effective questions that are going to help that employee? We're going to assess the employee, whether this employee is a fit to our organization. Because it starts from there.
True.
Embedded to their training, to their development, all across, in their job descriptions. Coaching should cut across so that they know it is part of their responsibilities. They are accountable for it. Yes.
And I love this aspect of having it within other aspects and other policies, other strategies within the business. It's not a standalone thing. It has to be embedded in all.
In our systems.
All the way from recruitment, come to training. Even as I come in as a new employee, I already know there's a culture of coaching within this organization.
Here. And what is this coaching culture? We've talked about having, when you have a conversation, you get feedback. Then you feed forward. You get the feedback, but you feed forward so that it can help the employees improve. Talking about continuous learning, so that as you enter that organization, this is the culture. Here, we continuously learn. We may fail, but we fail forward, as John Maxwell says. Yes, we fail forward. You rise up and we incorporate the learnings that you've gotten. Yes, that is the kind of a culture we're talking about.
You're right. And you see, when such a culture is embedded, then I'm looking at it, for example, why we are doing coaching is we want to improve performance.
Yes.
We want to ensure that we achieve what is supposed to be achieved within the business. So as you go through your performance management process, you don't leave coaching behind.
You cannot.
When you do this anything that you're doing within as far as it's concerning this employee. And you know, many of these strategies, they go around the employee. So, because they are the employees we are using, or we are utilizing their services to achieve what the business want to achieve.
Yes.
So we have to make sure that they all take note of this.
Yes.
If it's performance management, even as a manager, I'm tasked that I need to coach my team.
Yes.
Because
so imagine the performance management cycle. It all starts with that goal setting.
Yes, with goal setting.
So you need those skills. So you are just incorporating that.
Yes.
In that process. It goes again, you obtain feedback.
Yes.
Yeah? So it's the same techniques that we're using across the performance management cycle. Until evaluation of the performance, you are still using a coaching approach.
And it's a partnership process also.
It's a partnership process. Yes.
Wow.
So all through your conversations, right from the CEO to his executive team, the same. You must also communicate the coaching values. Values, because all these processes are driven by values. What does the organization stand for? How do we want to define how people will conduct work at this place? What are the ethics? Are we standing for integrity? How we do our work? Do we stand for excellence? You see, all these things are driving performance. If you take excellence as a core value in your organization or customer satisfaction, then that is going to drive your conversations. Your questioning techniques will be able to bring that out, that we want to satisfy our customers. You will integrate this through your customer satisfaction surveys. The kind of questions you are asking will be effective to give you the right feedback that is going to help you to improve your performance as an organization. Even.
Wow, you know, values are very important, and not just being listed on our walls, but living the values.
Yeah, living the values.
Yes. Because and we want to have them in our coaching process. We are taking a break, and then we'll come back from. We'll continue from there. Thank you so much for watching, and we are continuing with our process of coaching and see how can we have this culture of coaching within the business. We'll be right back after the break. Please don't go far. My name is Beatrice Chuchu.